everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Twinning with Rice and Cookie. I'm Rice.
And I'm Cookie, and today we were playing more Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones.
Did
we're
you
gonna
did
get
you get to
started.
play? Did you get to play any over the weekend?
I played a lot over the weekend, so I finished the battle that we were in the middle of, and then I did 2 more skirmishes, and then I did another battle, and I think I did 2 more skirmishes, maybe just
Wow.
one more skirmish, and so then now we are on the next chapter. Almost,
Wow, look at you.
I know. Almost all of our units have promoted, so that feels pretty good. Their sprites are going to look different, so be excited for that. Yeah, so let's get started.
Okay, and I'm going to be munching and crunching on my carrots, so I will do my best to mute myself. So that might put more pressure on you for talking.
Oh, well, we'll see. Okay. Maybe we'll try that. Apparently there's a little bit of an echo because I had your volume too loud, Rice. Alright, okay, so quick plot synopsis for what's going on. So we have our Sacred Stone now. Ephraim has joined our group. He's right here. So we are together again.
So if we had chosen Ephraim's story, would we be kind of right where we are now? Like we're okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're together again. We have our Sacred Stone, and then our childhood friend, this guy, he's like being possessed by a bad guy, and so I know. So like he kind of started this whole thing, but it's not our friend's fault. He was like trying to use this power for good, and then it like took over him. So that's what's going on. So we've got to kill our friend. But yeah. So now you know.
That's sad.
It is sad.
It's for the greater good.
It's for the greater good, exactly. So yeah. So I'm pretty sure I got everyone all set up. I'm just going to make sure everyone has the items they need and stuff. But I think we're ready. Also see, Irika's on a horse now, so that's pretty exciting. So is our healer girl. And Amelia is more of a tank than she ever was before. Ewan has also promoted. He's also on a horse, Ephraim is. Ross is a berserker now. He used to be a pirate. Franz, I don't know, he got to become like a better, he's like a paladin or something. I did promote both of our flyers to be better flyers. Okay, what were you gonna say?
No, I mean, it's pretty cool to see them all leveled up.
Yeah, they're all grown up. They're all, yeah, they've all promoted. So they're all mostly level 1. I will say we don't have the promotion items to promote our thief, our other magician, or our archer, which the archer is breaking my heart because I love the archers, and we can't promote her though. So apparently we'll get the item we need in chapter 19. This is chapter 17, I think. Yeah, chapter 17.
Okay.
So she'll be a little bit farther behind, but we can promote her later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But we need to buy stuff from this vendor, though, for sure. But
all right, well, I'm going to mute myself again for my crunching.
okay. You know, I should really be better about, like, taking stock of what we have before coming to the store. But I'm sure we could use some healing magic. And probably attacking magic. But I do want to save some of our money. Yeah, because I know the last time I bought some things, that's really expensive. We'll just get 1 Elfire and call it a day. Okay. Are there any other shops in this level? Because It's an armory. Okay, so we gotta go there. Now I kind of wish we didn't spend money at all. That's okay. A fort and a fort. Okay. Cool. Now, just so you know, as far as this level goes, these people are totally gonna destroy this tree, and then like they'll form a bridge across here. So, and also we've got to rescue these villagers. We just have to like talk to them or something, or at least talk to this girl that's protecting them.
And I was gonna say, I feel like you make that mistake a lot about buying magic.
But we need the magic for our magic users.
I know, but I feel like it's happened multiple times where you're like, oh, I shouldn't have bought that.
It'll be fine.
But, okay. Going back to my crunching.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna just evacuate everybody and get over to where the green people are. Can we talk to this kid? I don't think we have to rescue them. I think we just have to talk with this person, so. Well, so what have you been up to over the past week? I have played this game a lot, but I will say it's one of the only things that I really felt like doing besides reading. So I also did a lot of reading. I read, right now I'm reading The Hunger Games because that new book came out. So, yeah. So I've been doing a lot of reading. Like, I finished The Hunger Games already. I read a lot over the weekend, so.
Yeah, I remember the first book being pretty quick.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, let's see. I finished my book that was called Do Nothing.
Oh, how was it?
I mean, it was good. I feel like though, like I'm already on my way to doing nothing.
Okay.
Because like a lot of the book, she talks about like separating your work life from your home life and spending less time in the office. But I feel like my switch to the DOT has already put me on that side. And like, even when I was at my previous job, I was never the person to check my email at home, you know?
Yeah, me neither.
But like some people do.
Yeah.
So I felt like I didn't get as much out of it as someone who is like really working a ton. But she did stress the importance of leisure time and time where you don't need to do anything and you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of working on that.
Okay.
But I started reading The Rise of Kyoshi, which is here right with me.
Uh-huh.
I'm about a third of the way.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Sunday we were going to go bike riding. That was the plan, but I had this headache that was like lingering all day and I decided to not go biking.
Mm-hmm.
So Sunday I didn't really do anything. Not that I can really think of.
Yeah, I feel like for me it was really just reading and playing Fire Emblem.
Yeah, but on Friday night, Steve Tiger and I, we watched a movie called Palm Springs.
Okay.
It's newly released on Hulu. Hulu or Amazon.
Okay.
One of the two. But it's got the mother from How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm.
So she's in it, and Andy Samberg is in it. And then the one guy that I can't think of I don't know if I even knew his name, but he's been in a lot of movies, and I'm sure you would recognize him.
Okay.
But so it was one of the like rom-com type movies. But since it's so new, you know, it doesn't have Like it's modern, you know. It's
Yeah.
not old fashioned like a Sleepless in Seattle kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we both enjoyed it. And besides that, not really anything.
I will say one other thing that we did, our movie for last week was my pick. So
Okay.
I picked the Lego movie.
Oh.
And so I had never seen the Lego movie, so that's why I picked it. And you know what? I feel like I waited too long to see it because, like, I feel like over the years I've been like hyping myself up, like this movie. Like I've heard such good things about this movie, and I'm like, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like, you know, I was expecting more.
Yeah. Well,
It was cute though.
I haven't really seen it.
I thought you had.
I saw the first 5 minutes and then I fell asleep.
I didn't know that. I thought you saw the whole thing.
No, I just remember the everything is awesome thing at the beginning.
That's kind of the best part.
Yeah, that's the only thing I saw. Because that was one of the years that we did the color run, and I just for some reason was super tired and I just passed out. But yeah, I would be up for seeing it again. Did you stream it?
Well, so we had it on Plex.
Because I was wondering if it was available anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, you can use our Plex server.
Okay. Though I did, you know what I did watch?
What?
You'll be so proud of me.
Yeah.
I watched the last episode of the Imagineers show.
Did you now? It's about time.
Yeah, I still think I missed episode 4, but I'm just gonna let it be there, you know.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's fine. So what did you think of the last episode, though? I thought it was the most worthwhile one.
I thought it, I was actually able to pay attention the entire time, even though I had this headache.
Okay.
Amazing. But I thought that Disney Shanghai, like, I thought their Pirates of the Caribbean ride sounded awesome.
Yeah.
Like, way cooler than the one at Orlando. And I thought that what's it called? Like the Avatar world?
Yeah.
Is it Pandora?
I think so. Something like that.
Well, anyways, I thought that looked really cool because they're like, oh, all of these vines are actually structural steel and it's supporting it. I'm like, this is so cool. Like, you know, that little bit of structural engineer in me.
Yeah.
Because as civil engineers go, I was not of the structural variety. But I was like, this is so cool. And then I thought Star Wars World looked cool, but like, I honestly thought that the Avatar world and Pirates of the Caribbean world and Shanghai, also Tron in Shanghai, I thought looked cool.
I don't even remember like what that looks like, but that's okay.
Well, they were talking, because Shanghai is a very modern city, so they were talking about like making Tron, which is already like a futuristic movie. They were talking about like making this, so they made this roller coaster where you're driving one of those like motorcycle things they've got.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can actually steer, but like, so it's one of those rides where you're like kind of in a motorcycle position, but like even just walking to the ride and I think in the line, like it just looked really cool. So I was like, well, that would be cool if I ever go back to Shanghai, but you know, we didn't have any free time in Shanghai, so I wouldn't have gotten to. But we did have a free day in Hong Kong. And so one girl did go to the Disney Hong Kong. And she said it wasn't as good as Orlando or Anaheim.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was pretty proud of myself for watching that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But one of the other things I want to watch on Disney Plus soon is I want to watch Hamilton.
Yes, I want to watch that too. I keep seeing good things about it.
Yeah. So I've heard great things about it. And I've heard that the music is really good, and I want to watch it, but I just don't know when yet. But, so I didn't do any progress on my front landscaping bed, but over the past couple of days, I have been pruning my cucumber plants because they were completely overgrown and they were like dying leaves and like kind of, I don't know if it was mold, but like it was pretty gross. So like I was cutting away all these dead leaves and, making more room so that things don't get moldy.
Yeah.
So I told myself that if we do cucumbers again next year, for one, we're going to buy less because we bought 4 plants. Actually, I bought 6, but I gave 2 away. So I'm going to buy less plants and I'm going to prune them.
Okay.
From the beginning, so I'm not in the situation I was yesterday when I was like, there's so many vines.
Yeah.
Zapper's here. Hype, hype, hype.
Hi, Zapper.
Hey, Zapper. But I was thinking this weekend about picking cherries. And I was thinking about maybe going paddleboarding.
Oh, where would you go paddleboarding?
I was gonna check out one of those lakes.
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking about doing that. I guess that's about it. It's supposed to be really hot.
Yeah, I just think about doing a picnic.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Help Parched says, grow your Twitch channel. And then a link. What is this link?
It's probably one of those bots.
You think it's a bot?
It sounds like a bot.
It does. Why does it look like that thing is a devil?
Because, it's to make them appear human.
Yeah, grow your Twitch with the devil picture doesn't really
sell it for you.
Human. And Zapper says ban. Can our bot ban them?
I have no idea what our bot can do. Argus set it up and I don't think he even knows it blocked you that one time. So who knows what it does?
Yes, it certainly did. But yeah, that's about all I got going for me right now.
Yeah, I
might do some more landscaping this weekend.
That's how you ban it, is clicking on its name? I'm not going to do it because I'm kind of in the middle of a battle here. And I don't think that Rice has access to it because you're watching through your Rice account, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. So we'll never know. Or we'll never fix the problem.
You could take a break and do it.
I could, but the way things are set up, I don't want to mess anything up trying to navigate between different things. I don't remember.
Argus, the name is Help Parched, but all kind of lumped together in one word.
We might have to... I totally forgot about Joshua. He was just at that shop this whole time.
Oh, no.
He's tough. So, maybe he'll be... I can't believe I forgot about him. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
I can't... I'm so negligent. Oh, my gosh.
You're just lucky he's awesome.
What kind of commander leaves a person by themselves, stranded in a shop? I'm appalled at myself. Wow. Good thing we're playing on easy mode.
He got to really think about what things he wanted to buy.
Yeah, I guess so. I did... So last week on Wednesday, because, I had never decided on a favorite movie. Oh, good job,
Thank you, Argus.
Ban hype. But yeah, so last week I hadn't decided on a favorite movie, and so I did some soul searching. I did some just looking up movies from the past 28 years. I pretty much searched from 1991, because that's our birth year. And it's I know maybe my favorite movie is like from before we were born, but I was like, probably not, just because I wouldn't be as familiar with it. So I've come to the conclusion I still don't have a favorite movie. But I came across a few where I'm like, I want to give them a honorable mention. So, let's see. One of them sorry, I just want to pay attention to what's going on here. So one of them was the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, which I was like, you know what? I think maybe if I had seen this movie more times, it could have been in the running.
Well, you know what movie?
So I did watch it recently. I did like it a lot.
A movie that I wanted to add as a movie that's not my favorite, but I really enjoy is Mean Girls.
Of course, yeah.
I also thought that I really liked The Mummy.
The Mummy's good.
I'm not always in the mood to watch it, but I do really like it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say, like, related to The Mummy, I have never been a big Indiana Jones fan.
I mean, Indiana Jones is all right.
Yeah, it's all right. That's the thing. It's not, it's not awesome.
Yeah.
Or it's not my favorite.
Yeah. Well, so anyways, I wanted to say Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I'm actually because I've only read the first book. I plan to read all of them. But first I've got to finish reading the Hunger Games books. So yeah, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants was one. Another one I wanted to give an honorable mention was How to Train Your Dragon, because for a while that was my favorite movie.
I also love that movie.
Also, as far as chick flicks go, I really like He's Just Not That Into You. I'm gonna say that's my favorite one for picking like categories.
Who's in that?
A lot of people. Don't ask me specifics because I really don't remember. But I just remember being like, this is a good chick flick. Granted, like they're all kind of the same. 10 least favorite movies? That's tough.
No, it's not.
Hannah, I will say though, Hannah, another movie I wanted to give
let me go with my least favorite.
Wait, I just want to say I haven't finished my honorable mentions yet. Your Name, it's a anime, but it came out like a couple years ago and it's pretty good. And Moonrise Kingdom, and also Wild. That's it. That's my list.
I haven't seen Wild.
It's based on the book. It is a like memoir about this person. She's like going through a really rough time in her life. And she decides to like hike the Pacific Crest Trail, which goes from like California up to Washington. So she hikes that as a way to like hopefully put her life together kind of thing. So it's like all about going through her memories and like figuring out how to be who she wants to be.
Okay. Well, so Zapper, for least favorite or 10 most overrated. So some of my least favorite are overrated, I think. So two that I don't think, well, I'll just go through some of my least favorite movies that I've seen. Ray.
Yeah, I was going to say Ray is on my list.
It was super long and it was not overly, it wasn't a feel-good movie.
No, but
you just watch him do a million drugs.
I feel like if we had, like maybe if we watched it now as adults, maybe we would like it better. But I know Mom and Dad were pretty bored with it too.
My mom and Dad didn't like it. So I'd say Ray. I'd say Wolf of Wall Street.
I never saw that one.
I would say Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
You know, I didn't like Little Miss Sunshine. Speaking of sunshine.
Lost in Translation.
You know what? Now that like it's a pretty boring movie in all honesty, but like I did kind of enjoy it. Like it's kind of a movie that nothing happens and it's kind of nice in that way.
I don't know. I wasn't a fan. And Zapper says I couldn't get through the first 5 minutes of Eternal Sunshine. Yeah, it's terrible.
I saw it once. I remember thinking it was okay.
No, because like these people fall in love and then they go to this person so they can erase their memories and they fall in love again.
Right.
And I don't know. I just didn't like it. I also wasn't a huge fan of 500 Days of Summer.
You know what? I was even thinking about putting that on my list of like, I liked it.
Oh, really?
Except I've only seen it once, so I would like to watch it again. So I feel like
I only saw it once too, but like she's mean.
She is mean, but you know, he's like this stupid guy that's like in love with her. Guys are stupid sometimes, you know? I felt like it was a very realistic movie. Like, that kind of thing happens all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. Those were like the first ones that came to my mind for movies that I was not a huge fan of.
Gosh, I'm trying to think. There was like... Because there was a movie that came out around the same time as The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, The American Hustle. That one. I wasn't a huge fan. Like, it was fine, but I think like people loved it. It was just okay. But again, I only saw it once. I feel kind of like bad judging movies I've only seen one time, because it's like maybe I saw it at like the wrong time in my life, or you know, whatever.
I was gonna say with American Hustle, because I've never seen it, because that's what Dad thought he was renting when he rented Wolf of Wall Street.
Well, because I think I went back down to visit my parents after you did. Well, our parents,
you did.
Whatever. And then that's why we watched it, because it was after you watched The Wolf of Wall Street, which you said was like super awkward.
It was, because there were tons of sex scenes and drug scenes, and it's like sitting there with Mom and Dad, and it's like, great. And Theo Tiger was with me too, so all
Sounds
kinds
like a good
of awkward.
time.
And Mom kept saying like, we don't have to watch this, we can just stop it. I'm like, no, we're probably almost done with it. And then it just kept going and going and going. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's terrible. I will say I thought the only good part about that movie is that there's one point where he gets like really like just totally drugged up. And he's like, oh, I gotta drive home. And so he wasn't driving very far, I don't think. Anyways, he like in his head, he was driving and like it all went smoothly. And then like, I don't know if you see a flashback or like you see what really happened. I don't remember, but like, or maybe you see the car the next morning and it's just like a complete wreck because he did not, you know, drive safely to get home.
Yeah.
But that was the only part of it that I thought that I was okay with.
Yeah.
Out of probably like a 2 or 2.5 hour movie, if that's the only thing, that's not good. Blossom says the cool thing about The Count of Monte Cristo is not only is it a book, it's also a murder weapon.
Because it's such a big book. Because I read that book.
Did you read it? Yeah.
I read it and I really enjoyed it. And then I saw the movie, and of course the movie was a letdown, because how can you put 1,600 pages of a book into a like 2-hour movie? You can't. But I don't know. The movie was like, it was fine. And like, I know the changes they made were because like I said, it's too long of a book. You have to make changes. But, yeah. You know, actually, a movie that I really like watching movies based on books, obviously, because I like reading things. So I read The Postman, and like, I liked it. It wasn't like my favorite book or anything, but I enjoyed it. And then I saw the movie, and like the whole second half of the movie, I'm like, what is going on? Because like it strayed so much from the source material. Like, not the worst I've seen, but like pretty bad. So
yeah, then you're just wondering what's going to happen.
I know, it makes me nervous because it's like, I don't know how this is going to end.
And that's what happened to me in The Hobbit, because Blossom says it's funny because they turned The Hobbit into a trilogy for no reason.
I know.
And then The Count of Monte Cristo is 2 hours.
Yeah. Like the things I really liked the first Hobbit movie because it was so accurate. And
yeah, I did like the first one. I liked the song that the dwarfs sing.
Yeah, it's super catchy. Catchy in, you know, like a dwarf way.
Yeah, but then they had to throw in a love triangle, bring Legolas in, even though he wasn't in the book.
The whole thing was so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I was not happy that they did that. And it's all because they're like, oh, well, Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows split their last book into 2 movies. And Twilight did it with their last, and so did someone
Hunger
else.
Games, too.
Hunger Games. And they're like, let's break The Hobbit into 3 movies. It'll be even better.
I know.
And
It's a shame.
Worse. Yeah.
But
because I like The Hobbit.
yeah, I actually saw another book that the Zapper had posted, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which I've never seen that one, but I like kind of wanted to see it, you know, but it just never happened. So I'm glad to know that it's not as good as what I would think it is.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to see it too, but now I'm not, so now I don't care as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hamilton's really the next movie on my list that I really want to watch.
Yeah. I'm excited to see that one.
And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of movies too that like I've never seen that I would like to see, but I just don't know what they are because I don't keep a running list of like, because whenever I see previews, I'm like, oh, that looks good. Maybe I'll see that. But then I know in my heart, I'm not going to go to the theaters to see this movie.
Yeah. And then you forget about it.
Yeah, and I don't even think to write it down. But you know, I was just thinking about the drive-in. I should go there sometime.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that also because I've been looking to see like what they're showing at the drive-in, and I mean, right now there isn't really anything I want to see.
They were showing Jurassic Park with Jaws, maybe? I don't know.
Was it the Goonies?
Was it the Goonies? I don't know. I thought it was a really good combination. And I'm like, wow, that's a good combo of old movies. Because Jurassic Park is very good.
It is really good. I haven't seen it enough times because like we never really watched it growing up.
Yeah. I really like the music, and I remember when we went to Islands of Adventure at Universal. I just loved walking through Jurassic Park World and hearing the music everywhere we went.
Yeah. Blossom's talking about Divergent. You know, we read that, and then
apparently the Divergent series had a planned 4th film, and the 3rd one got such low profits they canceled it. I know. I really wanted it to work out because I really liked the books.
See, I liked the books, but I kept saying like Hunger Games is better, and I stand by that.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I might prefer Divergent.
That's crazy, but that's okay.
Well, there's no annoying love triangle.
That's true, and that is very annoying with Hunger Games. But
yeah. Although I wanted to say, so after the 3rd movie, because I did a whole bunch of research into the movies after I read the books, you know, and I read the books like way later than when everyone else was reading them.
You're talking about Divergent?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we read it like maybe 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, maybe 2 years ago. But so apparently the 4th movie, after the 3rd movie was a flop at the box office, they were thinking about making like a mini series for TV on for the 4th movie, or instead of the 4th movie. And then Shailene Woodley's like, no, I'm not doing that. And so that's why they never did it.
I see.
I mean, I suppose they could have recast her, but it's like, if you're not going to keep Triss the same character,
yeah, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Blossom read The Hunger Games quickly, even though I knew it wasn't really good. It was good popcorn.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Divergent just made me mad. Couldn't make it past 50 or 100 pages. Well, I liked it. I mean, I liked both of them. Way better than Twilight.
Yeah. Which we did both read Twilight. Just, you know, read it through once, and it's like, it's kind of like watching a soap opera, you know? Like,
Yeah.
It's entertaining enough. You know, you'll keep reading it, but it's kind of the same thing. Like, you know, it's not really good, but you have to know how it ends. So,
well, but part of the only reason why I read that is because around Christmas time so this is back when we were in high school. So we were driving down to Pennsylvania for Christmas. We went to Allentown, and our older sister, she had brought the first book with her, and I think she brought the first two, and then she finished the first one, and I didn't bring anything to do in the car. And it's like, you know, for a 6-hour drive, you should have something to do. So then when she finished reading that one, I'm like, well, I guess I'll read it. So that was how I started reading Twilight.
I will say, like, you know, to this day, I liked the first one. I thought the first Twilight book was fine, and then I didn't mean to do that. It's okay. But yeah, after that though, like, it just got so. The second book just made me so mad, like, with the love triangle.
Yeah,
it's so dumb.
And Blossom says I should try to hate read Twilight. Maybe it will be more entertaining, maybe it'll be entertaining the same way as Hunger Games. Maybe.
I will say, like, make sure
I don't plan to reread them. Ever.
I don't either. I feel like, gosh, I could see myself getting to the point being like, what do I read next? And then maybe I'm like, sure, Twilight. But I don't. It'll take me a long time to get to that point. But yeah, I've got my hands full at the moment because I just started Hunger Games again with that new book coming out. So I've got to read Hunger Games. I actually started, because I finished the first Hunger Games book today, and then I started watching the movie today. I'm like halfway through the movie right now. And then, so I wanted to go to the library today to borrow the second book from the library because that's the only one that I don't own. Even though it's like the best one, people say, but I don't own it because, like, I was trying to get the trilogy for our older sister for Christmas, but then I got it from, like, a website that sells old library books, and I was like, cool, you know, reuse and stuff. But then, so the first book and the third book were in, like, not great shape. I was like, I can't give this as a gift. But the second one was in good shape. So I gave that as a gift. I kept the other two for myself, and then I bought new ones of the first and third. So that's why I don't own the second. So I was gonna go to the library, but the library's closed today. So I couldn't start reading the second one yet.
But the library's open other days?
Yeah, I mean, it's only closed on, I think, Wednesdays and Sundays. So it was just bad timing when I finished reading the first one.
Is that just for COVID? Because it wasn't always closed on those days, right?
The library I go to is.
Oh, really?
The one that's, like, near my apartment.
Okay. And Blossom says the movie does this cool thing where the aspect ratio smoothly changes when they enter the games. It's pretty awesome.
I actually didn't even notice that.
I don't think I ever noticed that either. I should pay attention. Though I do think I've only seen the first movie once.
Really?
I think so. I actually saw it when I saw it in theaters. I saw it when I was in New Zealand.
Okay.
That was kind of cool. Because it came out there before it came out here.
Okay.
I was a little ahead of it. Ahead of everyone else. But, yeah, I think I just saw it the one time. There's a chance I've seen it twice.
Well, because we own the movie, like, our parents own the movie, so I feel like...
Do they?
Yeah, because I feel like you must have watched it at home. Like, I remember, like, we went through and we watched all the special features. Like, it was fun.
Was I there?
I don't remember.
I might not have been there.
You might not. You might have still been in Australia. Like, who knows?
No, it wouldn't have come out that quick.
That's true, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I was there, though. What special features did you see? Maybe I'll know. Do you remember?
I mean, there's a variety of things. Like, there's always deleted scenes, and they had, like, interviews. My favorite part was they talked about, like, casting. And so, like, I think they found Jennifer Lawrence, and they're like, oh, she's a great fit for Katniss, like, pretty early. And they're like, we just have to find a PETA. And so they had all these people come in and interview, and then, like, Josh Hutcherson had done his, like, tryout or whatever, and like they had such good chemistry that they're like, that's it, he's the one. And so, because I know for me, I'm always like, I feel like he's not really the best PETA, but then like when you watch that, it's like, okay, he's the best they could find. And like they do have good chemistry though, like on screen, so.
Yeah, though I always imagine PETA being bigger because he's supposed to be like really strong, right?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I don't think it's supposed to be obvious that he's strong.
I guess that's true.
Because they make it sound like, because, you know, he, like, tells Hamish, like, oh, she's so good at shooting or whatever, because she hunts and stuff. And then she's like, oh, yeah, but he's, like, super strong. And so it's like, I don't think it's supposed to be obvious.
Yeah, I think you're right. Cause,
all they said was that, they said he has a stocky build. So, like, that's all they say.
Yeah. But I should, I mean, I'm going to reread them, but I should watch them again, too.
Yeah. I will say, though, after starting to rewatch the first one, and after I just reread it also, it's, like, not... Because I had thought it was, like, a really accurate portrayal of the book, and it is pretty accurate, and of course they always, like, change things because they have to, and it's like, I understand. But, certain things I'm like, would it really have been that much harder to, like, get this right?
Like how the cat was wrong.
They hardly even showed the cat. They showed it for like a second. I think you're thinking of the Harry Potter cat.
No, I'm not, because I remember a lot of people were mad that the cat was wrong in that one second.
They hardly even showed the cat.
No, but the thing is, the cat is supposed to be like orange or black. I don't remember.
It's supposed to be
which.
orange, yeah.
Okay, so but in the movie, it's a black cat or like brown or something.
Because I feel like at the beginning, they only, like, you hear the cat, and she says, like, oh, I can, you know, I'm going to turn you into soup later, or something, like, jokingly.
No, but they show the cat.
Because I remember a split second. I couldn't even tell what color the cat was.
Yeah, no, but a lot of people were mad about it. I remember, or at least, if they weren't mad about it, then it's just like the internet was just like, look at this huge thing that was wrong, and they could have fixed it.
Yeah.
But they got it right in the second movie. In the second movie, they decided to
they changed the cat.
Get an orange cat, yeah. And it's like, well, why couldn't you just use the orange cat for the first one?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was available.
Probably. But as I was
find anyone with the orange cat.
As I was watching the movie today, though, I was just thinking, like, how have these Hunger Games gone on for so long? You know, it's like really messed up that they take 24 kids and only one of them survives, and they do this every single year.
Yeah.
It's pretty unbelievable, but like, I know it's a book, whatever.
Yeah.
Also, I was wondering, so this is clearly like what's going on in North America, right? Because it's all in like the U.S. like states and stuff.
Right.
But I'm just like, what's the rest of the world doing right now? Like, are their societies cool right now? Because they don't talk about it.
They're doing the same thing.
Maybe literally everybody's dead except people in the U.S., but I doubt it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember not liking the third book in either Hunger Games or the Divergent series.
I kind of liked it in the Divergent series, but the third one in Hunger Games, it's like, I didn't like it. Yeah,
it's Julian is here, and he says, "Can confirm, I'm still alive."
Sorry, it's Julian. We're talking about the Hunger Games books. So in the Hunger Games, like, it's all based on what's going on in the U.S.
I'm sure he knows.
Maybe he doesn't. Okay, he read them.
Yeah, he read them.
I was like, yeah, what's going on in the rest of the world?
It is a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, she could easily expand the universe and, you know, do a Hunger Games style book or in the same world. I like to imagine the rest of the world is just all normal.
Yeah, just leave the U.S. having issues, clearly.
Yeah, it's definitely a big issue.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny. But yeah, I'm planning on reading those. Do you already know who the champions of your district will be? Tributes. I don't know which district we are in.
I think we're supposed to be District 13, which
You think?
yeah, well, cause so
I think I saw a map once.
well, cause as far as like, cause they say that so like District 12 is like Appalachia, so like you know, all those mountainy ones, and then like clearly District 11 is like the South. Like I think 13 is supposed to be like the Northeast, including New York.
I'm gonna Google it real quick. Hunger Games.
Yeah, because I'm not totally sure about that, but I don't think any of the other ones are right. Yeah, 13's the one that's like doing the resistance stuff.
All right, so looking at this rough map, why is it not letting me make it big? Yeah, looks like we are District 13. District 9 is huge.
Is this like an accurate map you're looking at?
It's from PanamPropaganda.com. So and it's through Pinterest. That's why it's being so dumb.
Oh yeah, Pinterest is. Yeah.
Darn Pinterest.
Oh, as Julian says that they must be looking at different maps. Oh,
okay,
and I totally missed what Blossom said. I can only read a few.
This is Pinterest too. I hate Pinterest.
As Julian says that for their map, District 13 is Western Canada. Or Eastern Canada, sorry.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm pretty sure, like, I think it's just supposed to be the US.
No, but I'm seeing one with Canada in it too.
Okay. So it looks like the jury's out then.
Well, looking at this map, because there's multiple maps, so this one shows us as being in District 12.
Okay. It's a shame. On my right monitor, there's like a spider on it, but like, I'm not gonna go kill it while I'm playing. That's unfortunate. It's a little spider though, otherwise I'd be freaking out.
But yeah, so we would be 12 or 13.
All right.
I always thought of 12 as being more like West Virginia because of all of the like mines and stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I always thought West Virginia. So I would think we're more 13. So we wouldn't be participating in the games.
Oh, good.
Well, I decided to buy some beets at the farmer's market this week.
Did you say some beets?
I did say beets.
Okay.
Because the thing is, I have some goat cheese that I had bought one week, kind of on a whim. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with this goat cheese? And so I Googled, what do you do with goat cheese? And people are like, do a beet and goat cheese salad. I'm like, what a great idea.
That sounds good.
So, so I bought 5 beets because I didn't think I was able to buy anything less. So I cooked them all at once. And I've been eating beet salad for the past couple days with my goat cheese, and I toasted some walnuts and I threw some avocado on too.
Wow, that's pretty fancy.
And I made a balsamic vinaigrette.
Wow.
Yeah. But the thing is, so my goat cheese, when I got it, I'm like, oh, this sounds so good. So it's like a rose peppercorn. Because I always get kind of excited when the goat cheese is like a little fancy and it's got flavoring on the outside. But like, after my first bite or second bite or something, I hit a huge peppercorn. I'm like, oh, that was awful. And at first I thought it was the beet. Yeah. I'm like, man, what is wrong with this beet? But then I realized it's the peppercorn. And so now I'm thinking about like cutting like all of the outside flavoring around the goat cheese off. So I just have plain goat cheese in the middle. But
I think that sounds like a good thing to do.
yeah, but I don't recommend eating plain like whole peppercorns. They're not good.
No.
Yeah, it was just weird though because yeah, I ate one and it took me a really long like I didn't realize it was the peppercorn at that point. It was only until I ate the second one that I'm like, what is wrong with this? So but yeah, so that's what I got some beets, and so anyways, I've got tons of beets because there's 5 of them. So one of my cookbooks has a recipe for a beet hummus. So it was the hummus I was making before we started streaming.
Okay.
So like it still has the garbanzo beans in it, and it still has tahini, but you just also throw in a whole roasted beet.
All right.
And it tastes like it has some beet flavor, but it's not overwhelming, I guess I would say.
I mean, all I know is, like, I had roasted some beets last week, and it was so delicious. I was like, I didn't even know I liked beets this much.
Yeah. But that was the hummus I was eating with the carrots.
Okay.
But I think it would be better with crackers. But if anyone has any ideas for how I can eat all these beets before they go bad, let me know.
I would just roast them.
No, I mean, I already roasted all of them.
Oh, all of them. Yeah, just eat them like that.
Well, the thing is, I roasted them whole.
Oh, okay.
And then I peeled them. And then I cut them into like slices. But
Gotcha.
The thing is, I think so far I've gone through 2 of the beets, so I have 3 left. I know I've put them in smoothies before, and that's decent. So I might do that, but yeah. I read though that after you cook them, they last for a week. So so Cookie, if you want any beets, let me know.
Okay, I might.
Zephyr says beet tahini hummus. Well, that's what I made already. That used 1 beet, and I ended up eating another with salad over the last couple days. So at this rate, I mean, it probably still would be fine.
Yeah.
Especially if I threw some in smoothies too. But I'm really bummed because I got to go into work tomorrow, so I can't, eat snacks all day.
Yeah.
What's the green flashing thing?
Because these guys rescued people, so like they're each carrying a villager. Because I don't know if I'm just supposed to like protect them or what, but I figure if I pick them up, then they'll be fine. So that's what I did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, since I didn't bike last weekend, like I would kind of like to bike. Well, we biked around the neighborhood, but I would kind of like to bike this weekend. But it's just gonna be so hot that I'm like, I don't want to bike.
Yeah,
because it's supposed to be in the upper 80s.
That's really gross.
Yeah, both Saturday and Sunday. So I'm like, well, kind of ruins my desire for going biking.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the weather at all. I was kind of thinking about doing a picnic with one of my work friends. Well, from from my last job.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, because I haven't seen her like since coronavirus started being a thing, and I was like, I miss talking with her. It's like because we've texted a couple times, but like it's not the same. So yeah, we might go do a picnic with like social distancing. But
that was something else my Do Nothing book said. It was talking about how how social media is, like no replacement for real friends and spending time with, in person.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she was also talking about how also like phone calls compared to text are much more personal. So she was kind of like encouraging the readers to do more phone calls and to do less social media and spend more time with their friends and family.
Okay. Sounds like good advice.
Yeah. I would say so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I'd mention that since I just remembered.
Yeah. Alright, well, that's good.
Seems like this battle's going quicker than some.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe it's because maybe it's
helps.
because our people are so much better now.
That's what I was going to say. It definitely helps that I promoted people. Because we're just like so strong now. I didn't realize he was so low on health. I'll fix that. He'll be fine.
He's not very good. Unless that enemy was just really tough.
I mean, that's a pretty strong enemy.
Okay.
All the people are pretty tough at this point. Well, so news for me. I have signed up to for the Big Brother Big Sister program in the area.
Oh, you did officially sign up?
I did, yeah. So I officially signed up. I did they have you watch a quick presentation, it was only 20 minutes long. So I did that during a lunch break yesterday. Nice. And so then they said that so there's way more things that have to happen before I can start volunteering. Because so I've got to do another training that's a couple hours long. And then they said they also have to I do an interview with the person who's in charge of it. And that I would also need to have a home visit so that I could bring my little here to hang out. Granted, not with the coronavirus situation, but for the future, they want to make sure my home is a safe place to go. And I'm I'll definitely have to clean. But yeah, it's good motivation to clean though, I guess, and keep it clean.
Did you have to enter an age group that you wanted to work with?
No, not yet. I assume that they'll talk about that during the interview.
Do you know what age group you want to work with?
Yeah, I think so, because I'm just not good with kids. So kids being I'm gonna say anyone less than 10. I just don't know what to say, and it's uncomfortable. So I think I would like to do between 10 and 13, somewhere in there. I think is good for me.
Okay.
But honestly, whatever. I'll take whatever kid because I think you have to tell them about what you like doing and stuff. So if they give me a kid that likes doing playing video games or hiking, sure, I'll take them. I don't really care how old they are, I guess. But I feel it's only awkward if it's a kid that's less than 10 years old. I think it would be okay. It's just the first couple times might be super awkward for me, but then I think it would get better. So
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's a good thing.
I'm very excited, so we'll see how it goes. But I think because right now, they do everything virtually. So apparently lots of people have been doing Netflix parties and Skyping. So yeah. I figured of course it's not ideal, but these kids need help more than ever now because no school and any sort of thing to mix up their schedule, I feel is a good thing. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm very excited. So stay tuned, everyone. I'll give you guys all updates.
Maybe I can meet them too.
Maybe I don't know what's normal because it's
I don't know what's allowed.
I was is it weird if I bring my little here and then Argus is just hanging out because it's a 1-bedroom apartment, or is it? I don't know. We'll see. my assumption is that it's fine, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a new adventure. So.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Wow, she is huge.
I know, and she's a tank. And she goes twice. Okay, so I just want to say because there's the other person that could have promoted to be like what she is. But like he would not have the speed that she has since we trained her from like being a tiny little person. So she's fast for like what she is. So she gets to go.
Yeah, she's giant.
Yeah. But it's great. I'm very proud of her. I will say one of my like concerns, it's not even like a big concern, but like if I were to ever bring my future little here and then she sees all these guitars and like this giant keyboard, it's like, is she gonna want to like play these things that I literally cannot help her with playing?
Maybe, but you could say, oh, my sister is, you know, she's learning piano, so maybe she can teach you a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I could teach her for free because, I mean, I'm not a piano teacher.
No.
But, I mean, the thing though is that if she didn't have a piano to practice on, then, you know.
Yeah.
Then she's not going to get any better. Which actually, speaking of piano lessons, I have mine tomorrow.
Oh, that's good.
It's like the first one in a month, so I'm pretty excited. But the only thing is, like, the video connection is never great, and I think it's because his computer is old.
I see.
So, like, it'll start out being okay, and then as the call goes, I keep getting tons of feedback from his side.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, so it's like I would rather have a shorter lesson just because I can't hear that well.
Yeah.
Or, you know, just go in person, but coronavirus, you know?
Yeah.
But did you see that more states are added to New York's or like the 2-week thing list?
No, I did not see that, but I'm not surprised at all.
Well, you know what state got added to it?
No.
Ohio.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, not that we were going to go, but like our parents, they went to Ohio like twice, I think.
Yeah, and
once.
they also had like people from Ohio go visit for like the 4th of July, which wasn't that long ago.
Right, but yeah, Ohio just got added to the list.
Okay.
But I looked and nowhere, at least, so I didn't look at all of them. Because I told you that Steve Tiger and I are considering doing a New England road trip.
Mm-hmm.
So to my knowledge, none of the New England states were in that list. But it's possible. I didn't look at Connecticut and I didn't look at Rhode Island, but I saw Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont are all not on the list.
Okay.
So I think they're doing a pretty good job with their containment.
And I saw that cases are going up in this county.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, like, not like a ton, but I mean, like, any increase can lead to more increases. So, because I've been monitoring it for seeing if I want to go back to work. But at this point, like, with everything, like, all the rates going up in, like, so many states, I'm like, you know what? I think I just want to bunker down and stay in the apartment as often as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I don't like going in once a week.
Because, I mean, like, it seems like the way they have it set up at our work office, like, that's pretty good.
It is. But what's annoying is, well, you wouldn't be able to do your stairs for one thing.
I know that. And so I've been doing my stairs still here at home. Because, like, when me and Rice were at work before this whole coronavirus thing, we would, like, take breaks. I would, like, once during the morning, once during the afternoon, I would climb up and down the stairs twice. As just a way to help wake me up and, you know, get work done. Get some exercise.
I would do it once in the morning, once in the afternoon. But then I was also, like, walking around in circles, which I can still do. But, yeah, so the one stairwell is up only. The other stairwell is down only. But the thing is, here's the kicker. The door that's at the bottom of the downstairs is locked.
So you can't even, like, go down to leave, like at the end of the workday?
No, so I have to take the elevator to leave.
That's really dumb.
Yeah, it makes me so mad because I'm like, I wouldn't take the elevator, but here I am taking the elevator because I can't go down the stairs. There was one day when I tried to leave that way, the first day I went into the office. And then upon finding that the door was locked, I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna go up to the second floor and catch the elevator there. But it was very frustrating.
Yeah.
And then you just like don't want to touch anything.
Right.
Whereas like in my house, I can touch everything. I'm like, right, this is amazing.
Because that's why I remember like my last couple of days in the office, because they were getting us like prepared to work from home, but we, obviously didn't get the green light to do that yet. And so like the building manager, he would like be walking around spraying Lysol everywhere and like wiping down surfaces, and like
he's still doing that.
He had sprayed like, I think it was the stairwell, like very heavily. And so one of the like supervisors in my unit has asthma really bad. And so she like could not breathe. And it's like, hopefully like, I don't know if I think she is going back into the office, but it's like, I think she just never takes the stairs because she literally can't.
Yeah, it is really strong.
Yeah. But I just also remember being like, I don't want to touch anything. Like I would use my sleeves to like open any doors and stuff. But like it's summertime now. So like, is it cold enough in the office to still wear some long sleeves?
I actually did. I keep a fleece in my desk and I broke it out the other day because I'm like, it's cold in here.
Yeah.
But what I have been doing is if I do have to open a door and I'm not wearing my fleece, I do just grab the handle, but the thing is there's more hand sanitizer readily available, so then I just hand sanitize up. And sometimes I even go to the kitchen and I wash my hands with soap and water. Yeah. Because I don't like the smell of the hand sanitizer. So I'm just double cleaning my hands.
Yeah,
hopefully I just keep hoping that, the vaccine comes soon. But I'm gonna hope it comes early 2021. That's gonna be my
I feel like it's just gonna last like a long time. I'm like bunkering down for
2 years.
2 years, exactly. Like, I mean, from what I've read, like some people say like sometimes it can take like 5 years to get a vaccine. So like, just get used to it, I guess. I don't know.
But the thing is, because this is kind of like the first pandemic in recent history, so like I feel like everybody is working on, whereas like before it might have just only been like maybe a couple places trying to come up with a vaccine.
Yeah.
But I feel like right now like everybody's working on it. So I would like to think that it would be less than 5 years.
Is because your one friend works like with doesn't she do some sort of like medical thing?
Yeah.
Is she working on coronavirus stuff?
I'm not sure, and I haven't really talked to her recently. I should probably check in. Because she's the one who lives in Ithaca, and I was going to visit her because the one triathlon is in Ithaca. But
hang on, I think Argus just said our stream is down.
Oh, really?
I think so.
You think so? Isn't Rice watching our stream?
No.
Oh.
I'm watching the Google Hangout.
Well, how long has it been like this?
It literally just happened.
Oh, okay.
I'm